Welcome back to Health Bulletin. Tune in for our latest episode on a fascinating fungus, globally known as the zombie fungus, and discover why it's making headlines in medical news. The infectious fungus depicted in the Last of Us video game and its HBO adaptation, where it transforms people into zombie-like creatures, is based on a real fungus. However, in reality, this fungus is far less lethal and does not affect humans in the same way as portrayed in the game and show. In The Last of Us, characters face a post-apocalyptic world overrun by humans converted into zombies due to the fungus, adding a dramatic and fictional element to the storyline. The inspiration for the franchise's storyline was drawn from a fascinating aspect of nature. The narrative is influenced by the actual behavior of a unique type of fungus known as Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, commonly referred to as the cordyceps or zombie ant fungus. This particular fungus exhibits a remarkable form of mind control over its hosts, which are typically insects like ants or spiders. Once infected, these insects exhibit altered behaviors that benefit the life cycle of the fungus. Like other parasites, cordyceps drains its host completely of nutrients, before filling its body with spores that will let the fungus reproduce. It then compels the insect to seek height and remain there before it expels these spores, infecting other nearby insects in the process. As stated by Bryn Dentinger, who serves as a biology professor at the University of Utah and is also the curator of mycology, NPR, that the fungus is one of the best known, and probably most commonly encountered, kinds of organisms with this mind control capability. He mentioned that the scientific community isn't entirely sure how cordyceps affects insects, although there are several theories. There seems to be some combination of physical manipulation of muscle fibers. For instance, there might be an expansion into the brain itself, which can influence its functioning. But there's also very likely some sort of chemical attack on the host, either small molecules, or proteins or some other things, that end up manipulating brain behavior. But there are significant differences between the portrayal of the fungus in the show and its actual characteristics in reality. Cordyceps does not typically infect other hosts through the mouth, for example, and the infected aren't connected to one another through a network. And, perhaps the most important, the fungus cannot infect humans. Our body temperatures are high enough that most organisms and their proteins would denature at that temperature, and so they can't survive in our bodies. However, some fungal species can tolerate higher temperatures, enabling them to infect humans. And climate change is thus arming specific fungi, enhancing their ability to survive in warmer conditions. And it's possible that a fungus with similar mind control capabilities could at some point be able to withstand a human's body temperature. That may be one reason why we're seeing more fungal infections in human, but again, to date, none of them are cordyceps. However, maybe that will happen in the future, but, at the moment, that is not a possibility. Additionally, there are types of fungi that can change a human's cognitive functions, such as psilocybin, otherwise known as magic mushrooms. Meanwhile, other kinds of fungi are already ubiquitous in human life. Take yeast, for example, which is found in bread and in the human gut. While the idea of a fungus capable of controlling human behavior isn't entirely out of the possibility, the traits the fungus have that allow them to attack an insect host are very specific to that insect. And it's not easily transferable to another species. It's unlikely that they would be able to hop from, for example, an ant to a human, because we're so different.
Thanks for watching.